Have you ever helped someone out of a bad situation and then spent the next 3 days regretting it? This deer pulled a hedgehog out of a swamp. She carried him on her back, and then the hedgehog decided that her back was, in fact, the best seat in the forest. Near the edge of the forest, there was a patch of swamp that looked like solid ground until it was not. A hedgehog had walked across it with full confidence and sunk to his chin in 3 steps. He called out. He pulled at grass. He spun in circles, which made things worse. He was going nowhere on his own. A deer came down to the water's edge, turned her back to him, and let him grab on. She pulled forward, he held tight, and in 4 strong steps, she had him on dry land. The hedgehog sat on the grass and said thank you. The deer turned to leave. The hedgehog asked if she could carry him just to the tree line, since his legs were covered in mud. She said yes. She carried him to the tree line. At the tree line, he asked if she could carry him just to the fruit path, since he was still shaking from the cold. She had already started moving. He stayed on. He never got off. By the next morning, the hedgehog had decided that the deer's back was the best position in the forest. High enough to see everything, fast enough to cover ground, warm enough to sleep on. He pressed his spines in just a little to hold his balance. The deer flinched. He told her he was just adjusting. He pressed in a little more. She told him to get down. He told her the ground was too far. She stopped walking. He waited. She started walking again because she had things to do and places to be, and the hedgehog on her back was not going to stop the whole day. He had learned that the wait was shorter than the argument. She tried moving faster. He gripped tighter, spines digging deeper into her back. She cut under a low branch at full speed to scrape him off. He ducked. She turned sharp at a narrow gap between 2 trees. He leaned into it. She ran toward a thorn bush. He lifted his legs. She stopped at the edge, breathing hard, with a hedgehog still sitting between her shoulders. He had fallen off once, on the 2nd day, when she crossed a stream. He hit the water, surfaced, found a root, climbed back to the bank, waited for her return route, and climbed back on without a word. She had slowed down to let him. She did not know why. She just slowed down. By the 4th day, her back had small puncture marks where the spines pressed hardest. She walked stiff. She avoided her usual paths because the movement hurt. She stopped going to the far fruit trees. She stopped running. One morning she walked into a thicket and came out the other side without him. She did not stop. She did not look back. She changed her route, her timing, and her path to water. The hedgehog found the swamp again 2 weeks later. He called out from the mud. Every animal in that part of the forest had heard the same story. Not one came to the edge. Saving someone once is kindness. Letting them come back to dig deeper teaches them that you are a safe place to hurt. Hit like if you have carried this hedgehog before. And subscribe, because next week, another animal is about to make the same mistake of being too easy to come back to.